Howdy folks, you are on the Seek on the Speed 252 show. Scroll over to the right and click that subscribe button.
What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Seek on the Speed 252. And I want to thank each and every one of you all for pushing that play button. As you can see right now, we got the C8 Mid Engine Corvette right behind me. You guys have asked me tons of questions, and my job as a YouTuber and someone that I have respect for a lot of you is to answer those questions the best way I possibly can, so that way you guys understand how the process works regarding YouTube, purchasing a car, buying your dream car, whatever the case may be. And so a lot of you guys have obviously been asking me questions about the C8 because this is the car that you're interested in buying. And so one of the questions that I got asked recently was, why did I decide to go with the 2LT package for my C8 2020 Mid Engine Corvette over the 1LT and then 3LT? And that's another loaded question. You know, there's a lot of reasons why I go with the 2LT, then the 3LT, then the 1LT. And as you all know who watched my previous videos with my C7 Corvette is also a 2LT. The 2LT just one of those things where it's simple. It gives you everything you're looking for, in my personal opinion, that you will want in a sports car, right? Especially when it comes down to the Chevrolet brand. I don't know what it comes down to, Lamborghinis and things like that. But when I was looking at buying other cars like trucks, there's so many packages and trim levels that you can get. You can get this, but you can't get that. You can get this, you can't get that. Chevrolet just keeps it simple as far as the Corvette goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk around my car, because somebody literally sent me this email today, and I definitely want to get this answered. Decided to go with the 2LT. And figure out like some things that you may need in your car regarding getting a 2LT, some things that you may not need regarding the 2LT. And I'm going to explain to you also within this video why I think the 1LT just isn't that great, but it may be great for you all, just not great for me. And maybe why the 3LT is too much for me, but maybe a lot for you guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do a walk around with my C8 Corvette right now. As you guys know, there's always a Monster in here. I'm not sponsored by Monster whatsoever, absolutely not. I literally bought that drink just in case I get tired someday and I need to drink it. That's the only reason why I have that in there. Anyway, so as you can see right now, we're standing in front of my 2020 C8 Mid Engine Corvette, which I absolutely love, by the way. This car is freaking fabulous. So the reason why I went with the 2LT is, I keep it simple as this. It gives you just enough. The 1LT isn't enough, and then 3LT is just too much, and the 2LT is that sweet spot. So obviously, if you get the 1LT package with the C8 Mid Engine Corvette, it comes at what, $59,995. That's the base price of a 1LT Corvette. I have a friend who actually decided to go with the 1LT, and he's completely happy. He wished there was things that the 2LT package that comes with the C8 Corvette that he wished would have added to the 1LT package. Let me give you one prime example. When you order the 2LT package, you get the fold-in mirrors, right? So I'm going to go ahead and show you right now one of his complaints when getting the 1LT. So he got the 1LT, but when you get the 1LT, one thing that doesn't happen is this: your mirrors don't fold in. I don't know if that's a big deal to you guys, but I'm not going to lie, I appreciate that so much after owning this Corvette. My 2LT package in my Grand Sport C7 does not do that whatsoever. So when you go to parking places, you have to manually actually turn the mirror yourself, which means you need to walk from this side onto that side and actually have the mirrors fold in. My friend who has a C8 Corvette that lives out in Canada has a 1LT orange C8 Corvette, and his mirrors don't do this, and he complained. He thought that Chevrolet should have added this as an additional feature because he's spending 60 grand on a Corvette. Well, that was one of those things where Chevrolet decided not to add it into the 1LT package, and they decided to add in a 2LT package. That's one of the features that I love about my 2020 C8 Mid Engine Corvette 2LT package, is that the mirrors fold in and out as I'm walking up to the car and as I'm walking away from the car. Another thing that I really like about the 2LT package that a lot of people really talk about a lot is the front end lift. Now, if you got a 1LT, you cannot get the front end lift that I know of. That's the feature that you actually cannot add, because you would need to program your car to remember the GPS spots when you're driving to certain locations. And if you don't have the GPS, then it's not going to remember the 1,000 locations that you need to go to. It's pretty insane that your car can literally remember 1,000 locations when you're out driving about in the world. Obviously your drive one will probably be one that it remembers. If you're going to work, you're going to certain places that you occur to every single day or every part of that week, I guess what the case may be. your car will remember those locations, so it immediately rise up for you if you're going less than 35 miles per hour. Anything above that, I don't think is going to go up. At least from the manual that I read, it helped you going at least 35 miles per hour, maybe 24 miles per hour. One of the two of those that your front end lift will go up. So I'm going to get in the car right now. I'm going to show you exactly how this front end lift thing is going to play here. So let's see. I don't know if I shut my car all the way. We about to find out. Did I shut my door all the way? I did not. So as you all know, if you have a C8 2020 Mid Engine Corvette, if you decide to get a front end lift package, just for the record, if your door is open, let's see, if the trunk is open, anything like that, the 2OT front end lift will not work. So right now, you know, obviously you will go over here and push this button right here, and you will hear it. You see the steering wheel moving? You hear it? It just rose up. It's one of those things where it doesn't take that long. It takes about 3 seconds, if I'm not mistaken, what GM has said in the videos that I've watched with them regarding this car. Now, obviously, some people think that the front end lift is something that's not necessary. That's completely fine. Depending on your everyday driving, depending on your everyday needs, it may not be completely necessary. But I can guarantee you this. If I have not had the front end lift at this point, I would have scraped my car. And I'm not saying this because I bought it. I'm just telling you, I know this for a fact. The C7 Corvette is a lot lower than the C8 Corvette, and I have scraped my front end splitter on the C7 Corvette plenty of times with the plastic one that came from General Motors. Now, since I have a carbon flash one, I've been a lot more careful with the places I've gone regarding that car. So one thing, that I truly appreciate the most is when Chevrolet created a front end lift for the 2020 C8 Mid Engine Corvette, because it makes me feel like I am literally driving an exotic car, which in reality, the C8 looks exotic as all get out. Let's be honest here. So most time I actually end up pushing the button down myself, and then you can see the vehicle lowering, whatever the case may be. So I will admit that when I'm driving the 2020 C8 Mid Engine Corvette, in most cases, I just usually push the button. I have yet to program any certain locations with this car. I haven't even programmed my garage opener yet, which I'm going to make videos doing those things in the future. But regarding my 2020 C8 Mid Engine Corvette, I usually just push the button. Once again, if I'm driving somewhere, especially if I'm going like 10 miles per hour, I immediately push that button right there. You see it rise, you see the steering wheel going up again, and in most cases, I actually push the front view camera. So that way I can see exactly where I'm going and where I'm headed to while I'm going up this speed bump or this divot, because you don't want to take any of those chances and scraping your cars, especially when you have a front end lift. You're going to be mad at yourself. If you order the front end lift and you still scrape your car, you're going to be mad at yourself, which is why, GM wants you to kind of, actually set those locations. So if you're ever forgetting that you're about to go into a divot or anything like that, or a hill or a bump, you want to push the front end lift. So I'm going to go ahead and, bring this down again. The reason why I actually end up with the 2LT package, because without the 2LT package, you cannot get the front end lift. Now, the 2LT package is another thing that gives you so many other cosmetic things. So once we talked about the 2LT, now let's talk about something with the 3LT. Why I thought the 3LT wasn't worth the money. As you guys know, the 3LT costs a lot more money than a 2LT, and the 3LT gives you everything that you really need in reality, as far as the front end lift, the mirrors, whatever the case may be. The 3LT gives you every single thing. But a lot of those things I thought the 3LT offered me that I didn't need. One thing you can go back and look at, when I went to a couple of meetings regarding the C8 Mid Engine Corvette with the engineers, the 3LT offered you like 13 different seat options, right? In retrospect, I realized I only have one butt and I only need 2 seats, and one of them is the one I'm sitting in right now. I didn't really see the need to get 3 different seat options. 13 different seat options. With 2LT, it comes with 7 or 8 different seat options. Don't quote me on that, but it's something like that. And with the 1LT, you get 3 different seat options. I knew for a fact that I had no interest in getting the 1LT. Now, before the car was been able to spec out online and I built a 1LT, I knew I wasn't going to be happy with that. I knew that I would want a spoiler at some point and things like that. Now, you can get a spoiler with your 1LT package with the non-Z51, but they have to drill some holes. It's going to take, it's not an easy process. They're going to have to take the bumper off and all that great stuff. And I can tell you right now, I have personally seen them take off a spoiler and add it to the back of this car, and it wasn't the prettiest thing to see, and it seems like it was a lot of tedious work for sure. So if you guys are mechanics and you're able to install your own spoiler, then you go for it. If you order it, they'll send you the directions, but I'm telling you right now, it is not easy. I was literally watching the guys myself, hands-on installing my high wing spoiler, and it wasn't an easy process. But back to the 3LT package. So when I was in 3LT package in a couple of demos across the US when the C8 Corvette was first debuted and, you know, doing this travel thing, whatever the case may be, with the 3LT, I could have gotten the natural interior. All this could be natural, including this would be leather or suede. Not exactly sure, I can't remember which one. This whole thing was going to be natural interior. Now for me, that's a bit too much. I think that's a lot of natural interior. To me, you will never know where it stops nor ends, right? And I just didn't really see the point in doing that. I didn't really see the point of paying that extra money just to have this be natural and all this be natural. Because I'm not gonna lie, natural material, if you don't keep it clean, it's not easy to keep clean. If you got on some blue jeans or something like that, or whatever the case be, it will wear that thing out eventually. And I didn't need all the extra suede. To me, it looked great. Looks even more like a Ferrari, because you guys know Ferrari colors are natural inside and red on the outside, which once again, I did not decide to choose this color spec because of the Ferrari. I thought it just looked great when I decided to build it. And so I went that direction. So it was one of those things where that's the reason why I didn't go with 3LTs, because I thought it was just a little bit too much. And the 3LT, you know, is just, it gives you 13 different seat options. All I need is one seat option. Now the 1LT, the reason why I did not go with the 1LT is because, once again, I feel like it didn't offer me enough. It didn't offer me the front end lift with 1,000 locations. It didn't offer you the fold in mirrors, which, you know, obviously I can kind of do that with just, let me see here, pushing that button right there clearly gets me that option. With the 3LT, you do get the competition seats, the GT2 seats. That's a natural thing that you will get with that car. For me, a lot of people ask me all the time, how tall are you? I am 6'2". As you can see, my head and the roof is far away from each other, where I got enough clearing space. And I sit comfortable in the C8 more so than I do my C7. Now I enjoy riding in my C7 obviously, and I sit comfortable in that car too, but it is uncomfortable to be in a C7 sometimes because, you know, my roof is that much closer to my head. But another thing regarding the 2LT is that it comes with the GT1 seats, and the GT1 seats also come in the 1LT. When I sat in both seats, you know, the GT1, the GT2, and the GT3 seats, I felt more comfortable in these seats than I did the other two. Now, I felt like the GT2 seats, quote me if I'm wrong about this, I know some of you guys have already sat in that seat as well, that the GT2 seats are the same seats that came in the C7 Corvettes as competition seats. And a lot of people say, well, if you plan on tracking the car hard, or you plan on tracking it on a regular basis, then you probably want to go to GT3. I think any one of these seats is completely fine for tracking the car. Now, do I track my car on an every single day basis? Absolutely not. But I do know you can fit these seats to your comfort needs when you're on the track. Like right now, this seat feels cushiony, it's plush. Mike in his C8, the Rapid Blue, he has GT3 seats. Maybe GT2 seats, not exactly sure. Anyway, she sat in my GT1 seats and he said they felt way comfortable than it did his GT2 or GT3 seats. And how much money did I pay extra for this? Not a penny. When you get the 1LT and the 2LT package, you get the GT1 seats, right? When you get the GT2 seats in the 3LT package, they come standard. But if you want the GT3 seats and the 3LT, you got to pay a little bit more money for them. And in the 2LT package, if you want the GT2 seats, you have to pay a little bit more money for them. To me, it doesn't make sense, right? Unless you're doing it for a look thing, or you really believe that, you know, getting these seats will help you on a track, then you go for it. But I can tell you right now, I don't think it's worth the extra money to spend on the GT2 seats or the GT3 seats. I feel completely fine. You can see I'm feeling snug. I don't have my seatbelt on me right now. Obviously, I'm not driving at the moment. But I think you will be fine with GT1 seats, but completely up to you. It's your car, spec it out how you want it. Another reason why I decided to go with the LT2 is because it gives you a lot more capability and features than the 1LT. I'm sure there's a lot of guys out here who's going to order the 1LT. Completely fine. If your goal is to just buy a C8 Corvette within a certain price range, have fun driving a nice, awesome car, and enjoy, you know, taking your wife out to dinner sometimes, you know, showing it off with a bunch of guys at Cars and Coffee, you know, driving across country sometimes here and there, then the GT1 seats and the 1LT is all that you need. I think that, you know, it depends on your comfort level, how much money you want to spend. Now, I know some of my friends who decided to buy a C8 Corvette and they spec'd it out to the T. I'm talking about 3LT, GT3 seats. They got everything decked out, carbon fiber pieces every single place that you can think of, high wing spoiler. They got the 2 sets of wheels that come with the car. I mean, they got every freaking thing that you can ask for in a C8 Corvette, and to me, I don't think it's worth the money. I don't think it's worth the money. Now, if you got the money, by all means, go out there and spend it on whatever you want to spend it on. But if you're trying to stay within a certain budget and 2LT, then you go for it. Let me tell you something else that the 2LT has that the 1LT don't have, and by all means is one of my favorite things, is the heated and cooled seats. Standard, you turn it on, the AC comes on, you can hear it coming on right now. Go ahead and turn it off. But if you decide to get 1LT, you don't get the heated and cooled seats. Right now, I'm a heated and cooled seats button right there. This is for the driver's side. For everyone who, you know, haven't got your car yet, this is the heated seats right here. You know, you just put it on right there. You're already on a 3 buttons level. You push it. I'm on 2. I'm on 1. Then it's off. Same thing with AC. You're on 1. Right now it's on like high level 3. This is my heated. This is my cool seats, by the way. 2, 1, and it's off. Now down here is the passenger. And that's another reason why I decided personally to get the 2LT package, because you don't get that with the 1LT. Now you do get that with the 3LT. So once again, the 3LT comes with everything you're looking for in this car, but the 1LT just wasn't enough. I feel like if you want to be able to have your butt cool down in the summertime and you want to have your butt heated in the wintertime, you need to go with the 2LT package, because you won't get it in the 1LT. I will say that once again, I think the 2LT to me is a sweet spot, you guys. I'm gonna let you know right now, the 2LT is everything you need. Now, once again, if you're not looking forward to spending extra money, then don't spend it. The 2LT can help you with a lot more other items when you're trying to actually purchase your Corvette. Now, if you obviously own a C7 Corvette and you have the 1LT, the 2LT, and the 3LT, you most likely will probably end up going with the same interior as you did with your C7 Corvette, as you notice I did with the 2LT C7 Corvette and the 2LT C8 Corvette. I know a lot of my friends say, man, why didn't you get the carbon fiber? Well, one, I was really kind of afraid that the carbon fiber pieces was going to hold my car up, hold my build up. As you all know, I wanted an early spec, which I did. I have VIN number 247. Thank you, Chevrolet. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, everyone else, for supporting the channel. The VIN number 247 has been a special number to me. It's been very helpful, been very great. And I want to get an early build, so I was worried that the carbon fiber pieces was going to hold on my car. Now, some people who got their car before me has carbon fiber pieces. I don't know if Chevrolet just got enough carbon fiber pieces to make those cars, but I do know at some point those carbon fiber pieces was unavailable, and it's extra money for no reason. I mean, obviously, guys got carbon fiber pieces here, they got carbon fiber pieces here, they got carbon fiber pieces here, carbon fiber pieces here. I don't think I need all that. I think this Zero matches well with my car, and I don't think that money was worth it to me. It's one of those things where, figure out, once you're online speccing out your car and building your car, getting the 2LT is where you need to be. That's my personal opinion. So obviously we're gonna get out of the car and we're gonna walk around to the back. Now, obviously I have the Z51 package. Once again, this is something that you may or may not need. If you decide to track your car a lot, I think you should go with the Z51 package. I think it will cover you on the track really well. I know a lot of you guys are gonna ask me, do I have the magnetic ride? I did get the magnetic ride. That is not something that is included in the Z51 package, so don't get that confused. Do not think since you're ordering a Z51 package, you're gonna get the magnetic ride. No, it is a separate cost. And I will admit, it is definitely worth it. I've had it in my C7 Corvette, and you can notice the difference. This car rides that much better than my C7 Corvette, and both of them have the magnetic ride. So I cannot imagine it without the magnetic ride. And it's something that I think if you're considering driving this car across country, it's going to be your daily driver. You're going to keep it for a long period of time, and you may sell it at some point down the road, and you may want to get the magnetic ride because it's definitely going to be something that you're going to need as far as resale value, as far as comfortability goes, and as far as just, you know, daily driving your car. I pretty much got everything on this car that you can ask for than the 3LT package. You know, I got the carbon fiber engine appearance package. which you can obviously get that with any trim level whatsoever. I mean, you know, I showed you guys before what it looks like. You got 2 carbon fiber pieces here, then you got the 2 LED lighting right there, and this motor sounds really good, you guys. Yeah, that's that LT2, baby, that upgraded LT2. So one of those things where, once again, the 2LT package is everything that you will be looking for in this car. Now the 2LT package comes with a lot more stuff. At some point I'm going to pull out the sheet and I'm going to show you, point out everything that I got in this car, so you know exactly where things are located, how things are used, and how things work in this car. But guys, I want to thank you for watching this upload. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, I'm telling you right now, this is a great channel to be a part of. But those are the reasons why I end up going with the 2LT package. Those little things right there alone help me decide on the 2LT package. So if you got the 2LT package with black seats, you're gonna definitely need those. So you're gonna need those heated and cooled seats. But once again, guys, thank you for watching this upload. I greatly appreciate you for pushing that play button, and I hope you subscribe to the channel, and look forward to seeing you again in another episode of Seek on the Speed 252, baby.